Okay. All right, welcome everyone to our November roundtable. It is now holiday season, and Bob Colley's getting into the action right there.
Well,
Oh, you froze on us, but it's now past Halloween, and next week is. It seems like next week is Thanksgiving, and the week after that is going to be Christmas, and the week
it's
after.
after Halloween. It's not quite Thanksgiving. So you know what that means? It's Christmas.
Yep, there you go. Okay. We're going to start our meeting with a pledge of allegiance. If you are in uniform, please salute. If you're not in uniform, place your hand over your heart and repeat with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Two. All right. Thank you, everyone. We have an agenda today, multiple things going on. Our welcome. We got program dates all the way through the end of the year and through January. Upcoming trainings, we'll talk about some upcoming events, plenty of events happening in the last part of this year. We had West Fair yesterday, and we've got some raffle winners to announce. Our Belmont Shore Christmas Parade, our annual event. What is it, second or third annual at this point? And for us anyway. And then a question and answer time. So anybody wants to bring something up, start thinking about that now. Please remember to mute your microphone while we're talking, unless you need to we call on you for a chat or a question. You can enter those questions into our chat bar, and then we are recording the call. So we'll kick this off today with just to recognize our veterans in the audience. If you are a veteran today, if you could raise your hand or make a joyful noise. So we'd like to recognize our veterans. Some of us will be celebrating it tomorrow, and some of us will be celebrating it on Saturday. So thank you, everyone, for your service and continued service. Let's move on to our program dates. November this month, we've already had our Scouting for Food bag drop-offs. That was last Saturday. I know some scout units are still going out there and throwing some more bags out there. Hopefully we'll get a good return this year when we pick them all up on the 11th. We'll have an announcement on that later on. We had our West Fair yesterday. Saw a lot of you guys over there. That was a lot of fun. We had a flag retirement and then a campfire going on for that. And a big thank you to Rosa and Jordana for organizing that. That was a whole lot of fun. And hopefully we'll get some good Weevillo's recruitments. And the 10 Commandment hike also right after Thanksgiving, the day after. It's an easy, leisurely hike to a variety of different church centers, and you can walk off your turkey from the day before. Yeah. So we'll talk details about that. So
they changed their menu.
I
remember it used to be.
All right, we're gonna have to mute you guys. Okay, thank you very much. December, our big event in December is our Belmont Shore Christmas Parade. Oh, and you forgot to say December 1st was the deadline for renewals too. So remember that. Belmont Shore, December 2nd. Please reserve that date. We'll talk all about that later on, and how you can participate in the Christmas parade in Belmont Shore. January, we have our Winter Tech Camp after the New Year's Day for that week. After New Year's Day, Winter Tech Camp. A lot of STEM activities going on over at Seabase, so have a lot of fun with that. Sign up for those. And January 20th is the Order of the Arrow Banquet. So those members that are in the Order of the Arrow, or those that are special guests, please hold that date for the OA Banquet. And before that is the Traderie. That's a lot of fun too. You can auction items, you can bid on them, you can trade patches and all that kind of stuff. before that banquet. And then the week after that, on the 27th, is the Iron Star District Dinner, always a big event. And we'll have a theme and be giving out a number of awards at the district level. And speaking of awards, February is award season for all kinds of things, including our own council. We have a State of the Council breakfast. That's where we can see how we did and where we're going in our council for the coming year. Please hold that date as well. We'll have a Pinewood Derby clinic on the 10th. We'll have another one in March as well. So for those that missed this clinic, they can go to the next clinic. And those are held at in the parking lot of the Scout office. And then on the 22nd of February is the council's annual recognition dinner. And we also recognize our Eagle Scouts for the year, for the prior year. And we recognize the awards that are awarded at the council level. All right. It's a full calendar. Upcoming training. Hey, Michael, did you want to mention some things about some upcoming training?
Oh, there I am.
There you are.
Sure. Except this is out of date. This slide is out of date because as of a week ago Sunday, I am no longer the council training chair.
I was going to mention that in just a minute, but
yeah, well, okay, but I GLAC is going to pay me more, so I'm moving over to that council. Anyway, so a couple things really quickly. Yeah, there's a first aid CPR training on November 12th. That is usually limited to the number of participants based on the equipment and accessories that we have. So usually it's at the C base, but I can't see here if that one's going to be the C base. But if you're interested in it, please sign up early because, as I said, there's only I don't know what the exact number is, but it's really not more than a handful or so of people. Wilderness first aid training is on November 17th and November 18th and 19th. I also can't see where that is being held here. We usually only offer it once a year. I don't know if it'll be offered more times than that. It's required if you are going to go to Philmont with a venturing unit. So again, there's only so many times in the year you'll be able to take it. We're offering it here in Long Beach on November 18th and 19th. And we probably have, you totally messed me up now. What are you doing?
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know the first aid training at C-base.
Yeah, okay. And then climbing instructor, level 1, level 2, those are the beginning, especially level 1 is the beginning course. We probably have one of the single best climbing programs in all of California Scouting, run by Howard Ito. So it is a really, really great opportunity to get involved in that program. Additionally, after talking to Amy McCarty, texting back and forth with her, we will be adding a merit badge training on I believe it is Thursday, December 7th.
Okay, great. Merit badge counselor training?
Yeah, and that'll be that's a Thursday. And like I said, that'll be via Zoom. That is the Long Beach Council orientation because our council insists, in addition to the online course, that you also take Long Beach's course. And I'll actually be instructing on that one. Okay. And then to be decided, we will see about getting a live YPT training in December. In the past that we have done that to help with people that are out. But I will tell you, because I like you, that I just took the online YPT about 2 days ago, and it clocked in at about an hour and 25 minutes, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. I can tell you that when we conduct it live, it takes pretty close to 3 hours. And it's just because of how we have to deliver the material. So because again, I like you, really, really, really consider the online YPT. It is about 2/3 shorter. There you go.
Maybe we can show the video while we're at the in person.
You know, if I could figure a workaround on that, I would. But anyway, that's it.
All right, very good. Thank you so much, Mike. All right, let's talk about our charter renewals for 2024. It's the end of the year. That means it's the beginning of renewal season. Victor.
So yeah, renewal. We're right in the middle of renewal season right now. It just started. It began October 1st. We would like everybody to submit your paperwork by December 1st. That's our first deadline for it. No later than December 31st, so that we have enough time to process it. Renewal is an online process. You can submit it online, but the best option, and Sandy will attest to this, is that please do not pay it online, because what it does is if you pay it online, it locks up any type of changes to be made that could still be made on the charter. If you pay for it in person here with a check, credit card, then she still can go through the process and make any changes for you. And so that's what she recommends. Please do not pay it online. Do everything else online, though. Make sure that you have all your paperwork. And if you need help with it, feel free to contact myself or Sandy. We would be more than happy to help you if you need to come into the office, whatever we can do to be able to get you to start the paperwork process. Next slide. So as you know, and this is just a reminder that our annual membership fee process changed specifically for new members. It changed August 1st, so that any new member that's coming in now will pay a full year fee. It's no longer prorated. It does not affect the recharter process as it is. So existing members who were already on the charter before August 1st will still continue to do the charter renewal in the same process that we did last year. Any of those changes will come in 2024, and you'll see that next year when we start to roll that out as well. Next slide. So this is in renewal status. So far, 25 of our 52 renewal units have started the process, with 28, with 3 have actually submitted everything. Nice. And they're actually just in queue to finish up their paperwork. 25 of them have started the process, meaning that they've gone online, logged in, and they started it. And 21 have not actually done anything yet. So of those 21 units, if you're one of those 21 units, we encourage you to go online, log in, start that process now, so that it's easier. If we can help you with any paperwork, we don't want to drag this out into the spring. If you do need help with it, let us know right away so that we can help you with it. And unfortunately, we do have some units that will be dropping, and that's just sometimes it happens, right? As units are not able to continue on. So but this is the status of where we are right now.
Very good. Okay. Hey, guess what? Here is the announcement for our West Fair raffle winners. Apparently there were both blue tickets and red tickets out there, and so there are winners in both categories. I'm going to go through the ticket winners. For those that are that have won, the West Fair committee will be reaching out and contacting those people and letting them know, and then they can pick up their prizes at the Scout office starting on Saturday. So we have a winner of the waist pack. I think that's the other kind of waist pack, right? Not waist.
Yeah.
Emmett Briskini. The Wahoo's cat was from Marco, and if it's a first name, it's a younger person. Oliver got the Nerf, or is it Nerf Riding Hood. Donovan from Pack 21 got the Riding Hood as well. Colton got the beanie. Michael and Alex M also got beanies. Dominic Yin got the Neff Beanie, and Deveni got the Neff Beanie, as well as Ethan P. And then Dylan got the Icon Took beanie. And then Adam J got a water bottle, and Rachel got a 26-liter backpack. All right, very nice. So you can claim those starting Saturday at the Scout office. Remember, the Scout office is open some hours on Saturday for everyone's benefit, and then from then on, you can pick them up whenever you have normal office hours. Okay. Again, a great big thank you to Jordana and Rosa and whoever else was helping out prepare, pick up, clean up, set up that West Fair. A lot of fun. I saw a lot of units out there this time, and I think there was 3 or 4 more units than last year. So that was that's a good show. Popcorn sales, progress, Victor.
So popcorn, we are getting close to the end of popcorn, and this year we've had a really fantastic year again. And obviously leading the pack is Pack 75 with almost $42,000 in sales. So they've done fantastic job. I think that they were also recognized nationally. I think in one of the sales they were on the top 100. I think it was 51. If I'm not mistaken, that they had at the beginning of the sale. I don't know where they're at now, but certainly they have done a lot of selling, and they're continuing to sell. So there's still units out there selling, and we encourage everybody to continue to sell and take advantage of all the different opportunities, because if you raise the dollars now through this sale, then you don't have to do much more fundraising for the rest of the year, and you can have a fantastic year in scouting with everything that you're doing. On top of this, some of these top units will also be earning their council incentive, which gives them a credit towards their registration. So that's an additional incentive that's on top of that. So again, encouraging. We currently have only 12 units participating in popcorn. It would be fantastic to see us grow to 20. If you have not participated in popcorn before, it is not very difficult. You don't have to bring anything. You don't have to pay for anything up front. You don't have to do anything other than you just have to go out and sell and put in the work. We provide the items for you. We provide the locations for you. So it is a really close sale that you don't have to do a whole lot of work towards getting those things, but just you do have to go out and make sure that you can get the kids to sell and get the families excited. Here are our top 10 sellers so far, because again, we're continuing to sell. We have, Pack 75, Liam D is our top seller right now at over $4,000 in sales. And again, all these boys are doing, boys and girls doing a tremendous job in popcorn sales. So again, we encourage everybody to help out. If you know of scouts in your unit that want to participate, encourage them to contact us, and we'll help them through the process for next year. Like I said, it would be great to get more packs or more troops involved in scouting. And one interesting note that I've started to notice here is that we have kids, scouts from Pack 75 that are going on to different troops, and now those troops are starting to sell. So that's pretty encouraging to see that spread. And big thank you to Jennifer for starting that culture there. It's it's really neat to see that expanding throughout the council. So again, thanks to everybody for all their hard work, and we'll see what the final tallies are when we hit December and the sale is over. Remember that December 2nd is the date that December 1st is the date that we have all our final sales closed, and all payments to the council have to be made at that time.
All right, sounds fantastic. It's great to see troops involved. A lot of times, some troops will say, well, we don't really want to sell popcorn or camp cards or something like that. But you know what? They are easy to sell. And like you said, the rewards are great. I think Pack 75 can can afford to take everybody to Disneyland now. So, and then I think they're actually going to be offering loans to other units for their rechartering. And so at a low interest rate.
Very low interest rate. Plenty of training. I think we finally figured out like the secret sauce of it, and it's goes so smooth and it's so easy. So if anybody's interested in starting it, feel free to reach out to me too, because it's very intimidating when you're just jumping in new and it's like volunteers. But once you're in it, it's great. And our troop just announced, oh, we want to go to Hawaii, and all the parents were like, oh, so expensive. And my kid was like, sweet, I'm done. I paid for it with popcorn.
There you go. See, there you go. Thank you, Jennifer, for offering that as well. Okay. We are in the middle of scouting for food season. I think Rosa's out right now. Troop 134 is busy doing the scouting for food right now, dropping off some bags and things like that everywhere. And so bag pickup is on this Saturday, November 11th. Is there a time here? I think 9 o'clock in the morning through 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 2 drop-off locations. One is at the Mayfair Swim Pavilion on Clark Avenue in Lakewood at South Street. And then the other one is the Salvation Army on Long Beach Boulevard in Long Beach near Spring Street. If you want an event patch, you can sign up for that now. They will order those and then have those ready later on. They don't want to order more than what's necessary. So you can go onto the webpage there and order up patches if you want those. So that's great. 10 Commandments hike. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the meeting, this is a time for you guys to walk off your turkey from the day before. You can meet up with other scouts and get a new perspective on the 10 Commandments. The time is flexible. Whenever you're ready. If you can't get up at 8 o'clock in the morning because of the tryptophan, then maybe 10 o'clock's better for you. November 24th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I think you have to go onto the website to see where the starting point is. I think they're working on something along the Harbor Road corridor. Okay, Belmont Shore Parade is our other big event for December. And so I'm going to let Bob take this for a little bit and take it away, Bob.
Well, if you've been to Home Depot or any of the other big box stores, welcome to the Christmas season, right? We're already there. Belmont Shore Christmas Parade. I think as Eric mentioned earlier, many units have participated in this. I know when I was in PAC 75, we did it back in the 90s, but this is our second year as a unified council contingent. And last year was just a blast. That first year we did it with a big group. There was about 350 of us out on the parade route. We got a lot of attention. Marcos told me last night at West Fair that the council did indeed see an uptick in outreach from families after the parade. So it's not the whole answer, but is it a part of it? I think certainly it is, if we can all keep bonding together and make a big presence and a big show together.
I think we need a big 8-foot tall QR code going down the street.
Well, we do have those. We have the various banners going down the parade route with QR codes that take them right to the registration site. So yeah, the theme this year is Christmas by the Sea, which should be an awful lot of fun. Some of you like to make floats, which I'm encouraging again. That should really stimulate your creative juices. December 2nd, Saturday, 5:30 to 9:30. Lineup is going to be around 3:30 or 3 o'clock, 3:30, something like that. Probably at Livingston by at Zemino. Okay. All units are invited: Cub Scouts, Scouts BSA, Venture, Sea Scout, Scout Reach, Search and Rescue. Most importantly, parents are encouraged. Strongly encouraged, and the parents will be put into a little group probably past the Sea Scouts. Last year we had about 75 parents. And when I say parents, I don't mean uniform parents or scouters. I mean just general parents. Marching in the parade. They have their own banner that says parents have fun too. And I have to tell you, that was just a big hit last year. So I want to encourage just parents to walk with us. So find a way to differentiate your unit. Units had a lot of fun with that last year. Some units wearing backpacks. Some were towing kayaks down the parade route.
That was fun.
Yeah, bicycles, fishing gear, anything you can think of that would attract attention to your unit. Do so. Why? We're going to take our show to the community. We're going to let the Long Beach area know that we're still alive and well, and we're growing. Scouting is a lot of fun, a lot of high adventure. Want to invite the youth along the parade route to join with us. We have an easy way through those QR codes for the families to find your unit. That'll be Marcos will be charged with that. We'll be sharing information from interested families with the units. We're going to have an information meeting, not a planning meeting, because we pretty much thoroughly planned it last year. It worked really, really well. So we're going to go with the same.
Oh, we're going to go with the same method, right?
Same method as last year, but an informational meeting, November 19th, a Zoom, 6 o'clock. Especially important for those units that haven't been through it before. Now, I was at West Fair last night, as I mentioned. I talked to all the scout units that were there, scout masters, committee chairs, SPLs. A lot of the units that didn't participate last year realized how much fun this was, saw the videos, talked to other units. There's another big group of units that are going to be joining us this year. So we should be really doing well. And a lot of the info will come up at that informational meeting, as well as going out online. And we'll be sending out individual informational packets to all the units, to the unit leaders, so you know. Don't want to dwell on this too much, but just so you get the idea, and we'll hit this again on November 19th. As before, there's a banner at the front that announces the Long Beach Area Council. The Cub Scouts will go first. They could have Cub mobiles or some kind of floats. PAC 75 last year had a tremendous float. Next will be Scouts BSA, boys and girls. Floats, of course. Differentiate yourself. Scout Reach will be next. Then Venture and Sea Scouts. Sea Scouts are going to have some floats. And Search and Rescue was a really big deal with their van out there. I'm hoping they come again. That was another big attraction. People don't realize that Search and Rescue was part of a Boy Scout program. Yeah, so that was a big deal. And then the leaders and parents at the back, lots of parents, please show up. And we have banners along the side, letting the audience know who the Cub Scouts are and that sort of thing. Do I want
that QR code?
We got some great banners. Last thing I think I want to add is the Grand Marshal is kind of a killer thing for Boy Scouts, and you may not realize it. Captain Charles Moore is going to be the Grand Marshal. If you know him, he's one of the guys that's been investigating that Pacific gyro of trash. You might know him from that, but I know him because he was Will J. Reed's grandson.
Oh.
So what a great tie-in for scouting.
Yeah, it is.
And I think that's all that I have. If you have any questions, the flyers are going around. You can find me. You can ask Chris Macy. We'll answer any questions, but November 19th will be our Zoom meeting.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bob. That sounds like a very exciting time. Okay. This is a save the date. We are going to be holding our spring camporee April 19th through the 21st. And Matt's on the line. Hey, Matt, you want to tell us a little bit about it? Hey, Matt, are you there? Maybe it's Rosa.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry, doing scouting for food.
In the middle of it all.
Yeah. So camper is well done. We've there's a video that I think Victor has. It looked like we lined up everybody. We had a very successful meeting at at our very first Camporee meeting. We have the events are lined up, and we have everybody mostly involved. So it's looking good. I think it's going to be nice. We probably have a theme. So our motto is where scouting comes alive again. And then it's going to be we're looking into the zombie apocalypse kind of a theme. So we're probably going to have a banner coming up. So yeah, it's really coming together, and we're having an event meeting on the 15th, and then we're going to have our final Camporee meeting of the year probably in November 30th. So if anybody else still wants to participate, let us know. I mean, let me know. I think we have a flyer out there. So
yeah. And remember, it's at El Dorado Park, so don't go to Camp Talkwitz because no one's going to be there. Okay.
Yeah, El Dorado, April 19, 2021. And again, the idea is we're even gonna have a Friday night, like an opening show, and then carry it on until Sunday. So we're
it's 3 full days of
3 full days, might as well
adventure.
do it. Yeah, and then we're trying to keep the cost down, and we'll have porta potties and all that little details and stuff. It's coming along, so we're looking good.
I'm gonna show the video. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. You guys got sound? There you go. Tell everybody and your friends. We should have a big group for Spring Camporee this year. All right. I just noticed in the chat bar, there was a question about when was the time for ordering patches for the Scouting for Food. They will be ordered the Monday after. They'll put in the order on the Monday after November 11th collection. So get your orders in. There's a link in the chat bar. It's also available on the website too. Okay. All right. Moving on. Our Friends of Scouting campaign. This is a year-long campaign. And Victor, how are we doing?
So this is the time of the year where we remind folks who have made gifts made a gift in the past if they could renew their gift for this year. So we've sent out letters reminding people that, thanking them, number one, for their gifts in support of Scouting, and then also asking them if they could renew their gift for this year, whether they made a gift last year in 2021 or in 2022. So, we do go through this process, and then we also are starting to make phone calls just to remind folks as well, again, as a thank you, first of all, for their gifts, and then if they can make the gift again. All of this goes to help support the council in helping support the entire infrastructure that we have for our programs and everything else that we do. If you haven't made a gift, still time, definitely until the end of the year. You're going to get a tax deductible donation. I know that sometimes folks are looking for tax deductible donations. This is a great opportunity. Easy way to do it is just to scan the QR code that you see in front of you. If you, in the spring, we're going to be having FOS Friends of Scouting presentations again. We're going to restart that with Greg White. And if you do make a gift, remember that sometimes it can count double if you have a matching organization or work that matches your gift amount. So there's some samples of the organizations there that do match gifts. But if you don't know if your company or your job has a matching gift program, you can go to our website and you can, there's a double the donation. There's a little area there where you can put in the information of your work, and then you'll be able to find out if they do those types of matching programs. Additionally, some organizations also do what's called a volunteer hours program, where they actually will donate money to an organization for the amount of hours that you don't that you volunteer for them. So those are really unique programs as well. They're very generous. And so these are all great opportunities to continue to support scouting through your gift and through additional gifts through your the business that you work for. So again, you'll probably see a text from us as well during the Giving Tuesday timeframe, as well as phone calls, and then most likely a end of the year final letter thanking everybody and giving asking them for if one last push to ask them for a final gift. So again, thank you for all your effort. Thank you for all the folks out there who have made a donation to our Friends of Scouting campaign, and we want to finish up strong. Thank you.
Victor, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, Bob.
Victor, I mean, all gifts are welcome. I think that's a given. But in time gone by, we've kind of come up with a suggested idea of what it costs to have a scout in our program. Do we still have that number? Or is that something that we do anymore?
There is, and because of the lower number of scouts that are in the program, and then just the increased cost, it now costs the council about $1,500 per scout to put on the program.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess we won't be asking for that amount as an FO.
Sponsor a scout. I don't know about that.
maybe 10% of that.
We could ask for any gift that a family feels comfortable in giving. So definitely, I mean, it could help. Yes.
Yeah. And remember, the money stays local. It goes right back into our council for our program. All right. Thank you. Reminder for November, the scouting office will be closed the week of Thanksgiving, the 20th through the 25th. But otherwise, it'll be open Monday through Saturday. Saturday hours are 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And you can always contact Sandy if you have special orders, if you need a pickup or delivery, or not delivery, but a pickup. And remember, the Scout office also does some sewing services. Okay, which brings us now to any questions that anyone might have, or a tidbit that they want to share with the group. So how was your, yeah.
This is Robert Smith, and I've got my participation in the Roundtable is part of my Wood Badge projects. And I'm looking forward to doing a couple presentations on things that will help us get our recruitment numbers up, especially in our underserved areas, and help accommodate the great diversity that we have in Long Beach Council. And I'll be talking to Victor. I talked to him I chatted with him on the notebook, and I'll be looking forward to participating more in the next few months.
And I'll be looking forward to that. We'll definitely make room and space for you for that. Thank you, Robert. Jennifer, did you have something?
Yeah, I had two things actually.
Yeah.
So one, I heard a rumor of an event on November 18th for the AYSO. You
did?
Yes. So we are having a booth. They're allowing us to have a booth at their, I believe I don't know if it's Field or Picture Day or something like that they're having. This is coordinated through Ron Camaro, and we've been fortunate that we're going to be able to have a booth there. We're inviting any PACs who want to come, and there's going to be hundreds of kids there, Cub Scout and Scout age kids who are participating in the AYSO program. So I would I'm gonna put it in the chat, but contact Marcos Monge. He's the one who's coordinated with Ron, and we'd love to have your support. It's gonna be a full day. There's gonna be, like I said, hundreds of kids, and right, the prime age, a lot of these parents will show up for their picture day type activities. They'll have bouncers and other things for them to do. Sometimes they're just waiting around, maybe for them to take their picture or do other things, and they'll have the opportunity to go by our booth and get a lot of information on scouting. And you know, if they're joining AYSO, they could also join scouting. So I think it's a great opportunity. Thank you for mentioning it, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Cool. And then I had one more. So our committee was chatting about Coverie, which they had a fantastic time at. Thank you to everybody who coordinated that. I know that's no small effort.
Sure.
And they mentioned that the archery range could use some help. And so they had some questions about if they could get trained. And Amy's been kind enough to answer those. So I just wanted to pose it to any other groups if there were people who are interested in getting trained to run the archery activities. We could probably all team up and do some training in the near future. So
Definitely need those range masters.
yeah,
Or we can't hold that event.
Yeah, I want to keep it moving while they're still interested in doing it. So
strike while the iron's hot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So probably right after the holidays, if I'll be reaching out to, we can mention it another one. Okay. But if you guys want to put the word out to your leaders to see if they'd be interested in doing it with us, we would love to have a big group.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I was at the last training. Sorry, I was at the last training for Baloo, and there was a bunch of people asking about that. Interested in range master trainings.
All right, let's get it together. Yes, Michael.
Yes, it is. So two things real quick. One is the woman who is everywhere but here tonight. So I've been going back and forth with Amy, and I can confirm that the next merit badge training via Zoom will be on Thursday, December 7th. We looked at the calendar. It looks to be wide open. I'll be talking to her later, probably tomorrow, about the possible December live YPT training as well. And then I guess the two updates I wanted to give is that, so Amy McCarty is our new training chair as of December 1st. And she, which is, no, did I say December? November 1st. She's already training chair.
We're going to hold you to that.
I'm incredibly happy. She is probably as experienced a person walking into the leadership of Long Beach Area Council training as probably we've ever had. And she's going to do an amazing job. For me, this is like the end of 10 of the last 12 years, I've either been the Los Fierros training chair or the council training chair. So, and in between, I was a district training chair. So it was just a really nice time for me to step off, and I felt like training was in very good hands. I'm going to probably still do some of the training as a trainer, which I love, but I'm not going to be doing any more of the organization, which I don't love. So, and Amy is much better at it, and we've got some amazing things coming up. I can also announce my new position. I have a new position in scouting. Is as of November 1st, I am the assistant council commissioner, and this is a position in the commissioner program that my job will be to look at and help increase participation in terms of the mentoring, the training, the help that commissioners can provide, recruiting trainers, and as part of it, the Roundtable program, which is part of the commissioners program. I am enticing Eric to stay for another 25 years. And I'm willing to offer him a patch if he will do that. But
wow, patch.
Yeah, but my favorite. But anyway, we'll be announcing some things hopefully in December and or early January about just making the program a bit more accessible to everybody, and then also under wraps some really, really cool things I think that we're talking about and doing with Roundtable. And so I just wanted to say goodbye as training chair and Hi as Assistant Council Commissioner. There you go.
You say goodbye, I say hello. Very good. Thank you, Michael, for staying in it. And yes, we will soon be seeing some great new changes with Roundtable. So lots of good ideas. Okay. Anybody else have something that they want to share? All right. And Victor said in the chat, contact Marcos to participate in the AYSO day booth. Okay. All right, everyone. With that, we're under an hour. I want to thank you for attending our roundtable. Please bring back everything that you heard today to your units. Share it. If anyone didn't see the roundtable, it will be available on our web page for roundtables, and you can click on it and watch it through YouTube. It just won't be live. That's all. So until next time, it'll be Thanksgiving. So everyone have a fantastic Thanksgiving time with your families and friends.